Hello. Twyla's going to show me how to make this fabulous bean dip if she ever gets over here.
Somebody has to be the cameraman. So that would be my job, I guess.
Yes.
We are going to make a bean dip today. What's the benefit of a bean dip, Lisa?
Something about brain cells.
You can tell she hasn't had her bean dip yet.
No, and it high in fiber and it has a lot of benefits.
It lowers your cholesterol, apparently.
Fiber makes you feel full.
That's right. So you don't eat the foods you shouldn't as often, right?
Right.
Let's get started. Get yourself a decent sized container. Oh, I forgot. How are we really going to get started?
Of course, I remember margarita.
We're supposed to be on diets, but every now and then when you're on a diet, you have to splurge just a little.
And make cooking fun.
So what we're thinking is that with a margarita in hand, we'll be much better cooks, won't we?
Absolutely. And besides, it tastes a whole lot better, no matter, if we
no
make
matter
it right
what you're making.
She finishes my sentences. Here, hold it.
Thank you. Get a pretty good sized container to use to make your bean dip. This will go pretty quickly, but you do need pretty good size. There are quite a few beans that go into it. First of all, take 1 can of red beans. Doesn't matter what brand or anything, just 1 can of red beans. Drain them and wash them. These have already been drained and washed. Dump them into your container. Next, black beans. It's important for color too. Dump in your black beans.
You might need a knife or something like I do on this one to get out everything. Oh, it smells good. I love black beans.
The next can would
I make a polenta that's fabulous with black beans.
Yes, she does. Black-eyed peas. That's our next bean or pea. Is it a bean or a pea?
Looks like a bean.
No kitty. Then you want shoe peg white corn. That adds a lot of color, especially in contrast to your black beans.
I forgot about the train. I live right next to a train track, so thank God this is YouTube video. And what's next?
Next we're going to add chopped tomatoes. We actually have diced tomatoes, and I got the Rotel brand with the green chilies just because I like a little kick. I know you don't. I put red pepper flakes in mine too, but not Lisa. She's not the spicy type.
No, I like good food that you don't have to, cover up the taste.
Some of us are spicy, and some of us are bland. What can I say?
I'm not bland.
Then we have chopped onions. You can use chopped green onions if you'd like, or you can just take a regular onion and chop them. I'm going to use half of this container that she's. I think I typically would put 1 full onion chopped in the mix.
And since I chopped up 2 onions, notice who gets the job of the onions?
I opened all the cans and I drained everything and washed them.
You need some more onions.
Okay. Mix all of that together. Since we're limited on our cameraman availability, can you see? You'll see a lot of different colors in the mix. This is a substantial dish. It's not a very fine, light looking dip for a chip. So make sure that when you get the chips to go with it, you get some of substance. You can't have the real light ones or they'll fall apart when you try to use that.
What we have is the baked Tostitos. Yum.
Yum, especially when you put the dip in. You're losing some of your beans.
What is this bean?
So you mix all of that together, and you'll see a lot of different colors in it. Looks really good, doesn't it?
It does. It looks delicious.
I just lost all my beans.
Maybe a bigger container.
You can use whatever spices you like. Some people, like I said, use chopped green onions. You can use cilantro if you like, chives. We haven't put a lot of different spices in ours before, but we're putting in some garlic salt. Garlic powder you can use, onion powder as well. Red pepper flakes.
What's the sugar for?
That's going to be part of the marinade.
Oh. So I better not take a big... I was going to cheat and take a big scoop.
I'll just take a big sip of my margarita.
Oh, I
scoop.
already did that. That was good.
Mm. Mm.
I know. Nothing like already pre-mixed margaritas.
Why overwork yourself?
I know. And
Okay.
I'm the one that made them.
And you did a very fabulous job, I might add. Vinegar. Do you remember when you were young? Oh, maybe you're already young. Wait a minute, we're young. Anyway, when I was a kid growing up, my mom would always take fresh onions and cucumbers and slice them and put them in a vinegar and
those are good.
sugar mix in the refrigerator. Well, this is similar. We're going to put some vinegar. I would say probably 1/8 of a cup with this mixture, but you can use your best judgment.
This is her recipe, so I'm going to let her add mine.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. I've never made it before. This is my first time.
And after you put your vinegar on, take some sugar.
Some sugar.
The actual recipe that I used called for 1/4 cup of vinegar and 1/4 cup of sugar, but I just use my best judgment every time, depending on how many different beans I put in. You know, you're not limited to the beans that we've mentioned. You can add any beans that you'd like to your mix. Make it as colorful as you can. Once you have your marinade mixed in with your bean mixture, put the lid on it. And put it in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours and let it marinate. When you're done, grab some chips. Do you want to pretend that we're done? I suppose if we were on a commercial, we would have...
No,
we would
what
pull one
you
out
do
of the oven in the
is
refrigerator.
you put these in the refrigerator, and I'll go get the one we already made yesterday.
We did?
Be right back.
Oh, yes, we did. I'm going to have some margarita while I'm waiting for her to get the yesterday's mix out of the refrigerator.
And here's yesterday's.
Oh, looks
You
good.
open it up. Yum. Get your chip.
Excuse me.
Chip. And we're going to sample it. My first time having it. Mmm.
Mmm. Mmm.
Yum.
It's
That is
substantial.
fantastic.
It's filling. And it's good for you. Thanks for watching our YouTube video.
Thanks.
Make some bean dip. It's
And a
really good.
margarita. Very good.